Hello and welcome to Your Story is Your Portal. And today I'm going to be sharing with you that you can change your story. We're born with a story, and as we go through life, we learn different experiences, and from that, our story changes. And sometimes we get to a point where we're given a diagnosis or something happens with our health, and we think that's it. That's going to be my story for the rest of my life. And it doesn't have to be like that. You can change your story. And that's what I'm here to share with you today, that you can change your story. I had a diagnosis for a collapsed vertebrae with a trapped nerve just over 6 months ago. And I was told that the only thing that would get me back on my feet and walking again would be if I had an operation to remove all of my vertebrae, my 5 vertebrae that had collapsed, and to replace it with a steel rod. Now, I'm sure you know that that would have been a major operation. And if I had chosen that 6 months ago, then I would have had a very different story to the story that I have right now. And so I changed my story, and I investigated different ways that I could heal myself without having to have a major operation to remove my vertebrae. So I set out on Facebook, reaching out to my community and putting the word out to everybody that I knew in the health and wellness industry. What are my other options for a collapsed vertebrae? I was actually very surprised how many people had basically said, oh, you need to go back to England, or you need to go back to Canada, and you need to get a proper diagnosis. You need to get some proper advice. Or you need to see a specialist in the spinal field. And of course, I was seeing a specialist in Puerto Vallarta, and it was him that told me that that was the only option. So I did lots of investigation, and I did find on the internet that that was the case. It was the same diagnosis. And everybody said that basically the only way I would walk again would be if I had this operation. And of course, if I had have had that operation, I probably wouldn't be sitting here like this, like I am today. I'd probably still be in recovery. So I am here to let you know that you can change your story. And I did change my story. I started to investigate all of the holistic ways that I could recover. And what I found was many different ways, with nutrition, with diet, with exercise, and with supplements. And I didn't just do one thing. I did multiple things. The thing that got me mobile was Feldenkrais. And Feldenkrais, which is like a skeleton adjustment, and similar in some ways to chiropractor, but very, very gentle. And basically, it's a method that helps your body, gives your body the message that you can use your whole body to get function. That process, and in the very first session, was enough to get me mobile, and it was enough to get me back on my feet. Then, once I had that, I was able to start investigating all the other ways that I could improve my health. That include an anti-inflammatory diet. So I made alkaline green juice every day. I use supplements such as molecular hydrogen that was helping to hydrate my body and to rebuild my cells. So basically rebuild my vertebrae. And I used other holistic methods such as massage, lymphatic drainage, and massage to tell my body to unlock, if you like, the fascia that was locking my body. I also use some acupuncture and other methods like red light therapy to also help with cell renewal. And I have been really open to anything. I've been open to trying anything holistically to support my body healing itself. And so 6 months later, I am very happy to say that this is Julie. I am feeling probably the healthiest I've felt for a very long time. I'm feeling very happy with my body. It's definitely feeling like it's very healthy. And yesterday I went for a 3-hour jungle hike. Yes, 3 hours. It's the first time that I've gone that far, because I've been doing this very gently, not really knowing what is possible. So I've not been really stressing my body too much. But yesterday, I actually climbed a mountain, and I did a 3-hour hike, and I was really delighted. I was really delighted that I've got that level of mobility back, where I'm able to now have full mobility, and that has literally just been with nutrition and with supplements and holistic practices like acupuncture and Feldenkrais and massage and red light therapy, DMSO, massaged into my knee every night, along with frankincense oil. And I've just been doing that molecular hydrogen to help improve my cell renewal. And that has honestly been enough to rebuild my back. And it's only taken me 6 months. So I just really wanted to let everybody know today, you can change your story. You don't have to accept the story that you're given. If you're told that your story is going to be that you're going to be paralyzed for the rest of your life and you're going to have to lie on your back for the rest of your life, you don't have to accept that story. You can change your story, and then your story can be a portal to inspire other people, just as I am doing right now. I am letting the world know you don't have to accept your story. There are many, many choices. There are many, many options, and you are in charge of your own story. And there's nothing, there is literally nothing health-wise that you can't do with your body. I'm right now working with so many people, with stage 4 cancer, for example, with nerve damage, with MS, and all those people have changed their story. For example, Jennifer, who, as you know, I co-facilitate retreats with Jennifer. And, Jennifer has had MS for 5 years. For 5 years, she's had a diagnosis of MS. And, when she goes to see her specialist and they look at her brain scans, they say to her, the lesions on your brain mean, according to this picture, you should be in a wheelchair. And exactly the same for me. My MRI picture, which I posted on Facebook 6 months ago, shows that I should be paralyzed and I should be either in a wheelchair or lying flat on my back. But both Jennifer and myself and many other people that I am helping write their books, so I'm helping them to share their stories with the world, to let the world know that it doesn't have to be that way. That does not have to be your diagnosis. You can change your story. You are responsible for your story. You create your own story. And there are way more options out there in the world than you realize. And, your story is your portal. That's what this show's all about. That's what my private book retreats are about. It's all about inspiring people to know that you can change your story. And your story is then a portal to help other people to realize that they can change their story. Anything is possible. So my message today, it's a short one. You can change your story. Your story doesn't have to be the story that somebody tells you is the only option. You can change your own story. So that's my message for today. And remember, your story is your portal. So when you have changed your story, you can then share that with the world, and you can let the world know you changed your story. Bye for now. Thank you for walking through today's portal. I invite you to subscribe, share, and join me inside the House of Story Medicine for deeper journeys, book mentorship, and soul story retreats in Mexico. Because your voice matters.
I'm Michelle Abraham, founder of the High Vibe Podcast Network, and we're honored to have Julianne's show, Your Story is Your Portal, as part of our network family. For more inspiring shows like this one, visit highvibepodcastnetwork.com, and don't forget to grab your free gifts from our hosts in the gift vault. Stay high vibe and keep sharing your life.